Hey, hello, you're stuck in traffic with Wolf Gorlick. A few minutes on IT and IT security. Today, looking at threat flow. You know, I said a few minutes. I usually say a couple minutes, right? Just a couple minutes. I'm here, I'm improvising. And then people go, Wolf, a couple is two. And you usually talk for 3 or 4. That's wrong. It's like when I say, I'm stuck in traffic, but I'm in a hotel room. I guess there's not a lot of truth in advertising in this video series anymore. But what that points out to me is the importance of clear communication, right? You want accuracy in your communication. You want to say things the right way that are clear and concise and make a point and get to the right data. And one of the things about that is there's so much to say usually. There's so much to cover usually, right? And there's so many details to think about. One of the things I want you to look at, tip for you today, is this concept of threat flow. So what threat flow is threat flow is a way of bringing together a lot of different data points into one diagram that illustrates the stopping power of a particular control. If you hit my Twitter feed, follow me on Twitter, you can probably see one that we did yesterday, depending on when you see this video, for the WannaCry, because of course everyone's talking about WannaCry, and that's what I talked about earlier in the week. But we did a threat flow that showed, hey, here's the various sections of what the attacker would do. In general, it could be any type of tactics. In particular, with this threat flow one, we looked at a kill chain progression, right? Initial, the exploitation, the lateral, achieving the objective, that type of thing. Next is, here's a list of controls that would stop that particular stage. Now, in this particular diagram, I didn't list out all the controls because it gets really cluttered. I just numbered them, but they're things like, hey, do you have DKIM in place and SPF and DMARC to reduce phishing? Do you have a good phishing system in place to stop it? There's some people say WannaCry start with phishing, some people don't, but either way, ransomware starts usually with phishing. Then down the line, do you have SMB on the internet? Do you have it, open ports? Do you have older systems? All these sort of things, right? List those controls. Now, for this particular diagram, we then went ahead and said, okay, what programs correspond with that? So if you had a really strong configuration management program, you should know that SMB v1 should be deprecated. You should know that SMB v1 should not be on the internet, right? Strong configuration program where you're mapping your system's configurations, the settings, the lifeblood, the configurations to some standard like CIS or whatnot, and doing benchmarking to make sure you're secure, right? So configuration management, we got vulnerability management, all the different programs within your security initiative that would tie to those controls that would stop that stage. And of course, at the end, the attacker's trying to get that ransom. So this diagram shows stopping power. It shows stopping power of any one particular program for this particular type of attack. This is called threat flow. It's basically taking threat modeling and diagramming out that flow so you can see visually very quickly where you need to place your controls. It's a way of communicating a little more clearly, a little more succinctly. You do lose details, but it's a great way to do it. I use Sankey diagrams for this. Sankey diagrams using Google's API. You can get it for free, check it out. If you are going to Circle CityCon in June, if you're going to Circle CityCon, say hi. And also there, I will be doing a couple different things. I'm training on threat modeling, and that will include threat flow. So if you want to know how to create these diagrams, you want to know what it looks like, come out to Circle City and I'll walk you through it. And of course, reach out to me at any point in time, social media, comments, and we can go into this more in depth. But I think this is a great way to be more clear, to be more communicative, and this is 4 minutes, which is a few, so I think we're okay. Talk to you later.